What's up YouTube, 6X Player here doing the deck profile for my Aqua Force / Card Revonn. I completed this deck early and played in the tournament. I got top 4. I was undefeated on the whole day, so I was pretty happy about that. Let's get started. Like the starter I run is Battle Siren Kaigo. When you ride on top of it, it goes to the rear guard. And when this unit boosts a vanguard and the attack hits, and you have a vanguard with Limerick 4, you can draw a card, and this card goes on the soul. So I run this over Eric because Eric does not work for me. I never get the grade 3 on top of my deck, so it's a minus. And this card I've used it every time in my tournament games. So, and she's not a minus, so I run her. I run 4 Transport Dragons, the Break Ride for Aqua Force. When the Aqua Force rides on top of it, it gets plus 10,000. And when the unit attacks, your opponent can choose to discard a card from their hand. If they choose not to, they cannot guard, and my card would get a critical. So they have to discard one just to guard, and that's good because Aqua Force does attack a lot, and then this card just makes the minus a lot. Minus one more card. So he combos with the deck well. So, but he's not OP, but he combos with the deck well. And his effect is when he attacks a vanguard, he gets plus 2,000. So he's at 13 base. So that's pretty good. Makes him a lot better. Next, I run the main card. Last card, Revonn. Revonn skill is Limit Break 4, Counterblast 1. And this unit attacks a vanguard, and the number of rest units in the front row is 3. He gets plus 3,000 and 1 critical. So what that means is, like that. So attack. That's 2 rest, and then attack again. Then he will get his limit break. He gets plus 3,000 critical by counterblasting 1 only. So he has to be the last card to attack, hence the name. He's not OP, but he is more consistent than Maelstrom. Maelstrom is better. The Maelstrom builds are much better, but they're not consistent. And Revonn is a more consistent build. That's why in the tournament I could get off all my combos because it was pretty easy to do. Yeah, so. And his other effect is, you can counterblast 1, he gets plus 2,000, and until the end, so you can use that effect as many times as you want. It was pretty good, and he looks pretty badass. Oh, okay. And my last grade 3, I run 1 Glory Maelstrom. I only ride him when my opponent has at 5 damage. So what he does is Limerick 5. Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks a vanguard. He gets plus 5,000, and your opponent cannot guard with grade 1s or higher. They can still intercept, but they can't use perfect guards or grade 2s from their hands. So that's pretty good. And he's amazing with the Break Ride combo. So this would be at swinging for 26, and you have the 10k booster, so 36. That's pretty good. Only run 1 because I don't need more. All the grade dudes are around 3 Lazarus, 10Ks, 3 of the new Lucas. Counterblast 2, when the attack hits anything, you can draw a card. This card is amazing with stands. So, and I always got his effect off in their tournament, so it's a plus 1. 3 of the new 12k attackers. Not the best 12k attacker, but still gives the deck more support. When it attacks and the number of rear guards you have rest is 2 or less, it gets plus 3,000, so it does count itself. So this would be okay. So you can attack for 12, then you can attack for 12, then you can attack for 14. If you get stand trigger, you can stand this card up, but it would not get the extra plus 3,000 since you have 2 that are not resting, and when he attacks, he'd be the 3rd one, so it does not work. But you can do this, attack for 12, and then attack for this, and then stand, and then He'll be swinging for 17 since you only have 2 rear guards that are rest. So that's how he works, and you can swing for like 20 by AKU. That's pretty good. So 3 of those, and then I run 2 Titans. His effect is when you have a vanguard or rear guard with limit break 4, this unit gets plus 3,000. So it's 11k. So when I have Glory on the vanguard and Revonn on the rear, he also gets the plus 3,000. So it's pretty good. Works well with the deck. I run him because late game when I have a full field, he's not that good with stands, and he's pretty good with stands. He'd be swinging for 16, and in tournaments, in cross rides, really helped me out. I just needed a 7k booster behind him, so I'll swing for that 18 numbers. Grade 1s are on 4, the 8ks, Teo, 3 of the new Brave Shooter, the 10k attacker, the same thing as the grade 2, it's just it's a grade 1. Early game rush, late game booster, so really helped me out. 2 of the 10k boosters when I attack boost a vanguard, and if it's a 3rd battle or more, it gets plus 4,000, so it will be the last attack. And yeah, I only run 2 because I don't need more. I always draw into them. 1 penguin, I'll place on the rear guard, so blast 2 to draw a card, more draw power. 4 perfect guards, 2 new, 2 old. On to the triggers, run 4, 8 stands. 8 stands. Yeah, because last Card Revonn, the main deck is last Card Revonn because he'll be the last card to attack. So the stand triggers really help me out when I do my last attack because they'll just perfect guard him, and then I can just stand my rear guards and attack for more. 4 draw triggers, and then 4 of the new heal triggers. So the tournament was small, but I had fun because I was testing my new deck out and it went undefeated, so I didn't lose a single game. First round I played Aqua Force mirror match. Not mirror match, he was running Revonn. Not Revonn, Maelstrom, this guy. And like I said, the build is not very consistent, so I won. You can set up his field, and with this deck you can set up your field pretty easy. So yeah, so round 2 I played what's his name? Gold Paladins. Plat Nasal, she was great stuck, so couldn't do anything much about that. Round 3 I played Tachikaze Ancient Dragons, which is an amazing game. I've been testing Ancient Dragon. I've been playing Ancient Dragons online a lot, so I knew how to beat it. I kept him at 3 damage, and then I would swing with last Card Revonn with the crit, and then he would think about guarding. So at late game, he did take the damage, but it was too late. My hand advantage was so much. And then round 4, I played against Kagero. At the end, the game was so close. It came down to the last card. And literally, he was at 4 damage. And I swinged over the cross ride the end for like 26, I think. And the critical that he had won me the game. So it was literally the last card that got me top 4. That was pretty awesome. That's about it. The few combos with the deck is, so when you ride this card, you can just swing for 12, and then swing for 17 since he gets +2, and then attack hits, put in soul to draw a card, and if you get a stand, you stand this card up, and then he will swing for 17 again. Or you could just give the power there, and then he'll swing for 12 again, and then this will swing for 21, and then you can have last 2 to draw a card. And then later you can just break ride last Card Revonn, and that's pretty good. So this is pretty much how your field will look like. You can come as 1 for him to get +2,000, and then you can swing for 20. You can swing for 18, and then you can swing for 26 plus 3,000 and the critical, so 26. And with the break ride skill, they have to discard a card from their hand. If they do not, they cannot guard, and he will get another critical. And so they guard him, and then I get a stand trigger, swing for game. That's how the deck works, guys. I hope you guys like it. It's one of my favorite decks. I love Aqua Force. Please leave a like, and thanks for watching.